People always say the scariest things happen in dark forests, or abandoned houses, or foggy mountains at night. But I'm here to tell you, that's not always true. Sometimes the most terrifying experiences happen under a wide open sky in complete silence where there's nowhere to hide. My name is David, and what happened to me and my best friend, Alex, in the Arizona high desert a few years ago still keeps me awake some nights. Even now, when I close my eyes, I swear I can hear it, my own voice calling my name from somewhere far away in the dark. It started as just a weekend getaway. Alex and I had been planning a camping trip for months. We wanted somewhere truly remote. No cell service, no people, no light pollution. Just us, the stars, and the desert. We found the perfect spot on an old Forama plateau, deep in the desert miles from any road. Locals avoided it, apparently, but we didn't care. We thought it sounded perfect. We arrived late afternoon. The sun was bleeding red across the horizon, painting the sand and rocks in this eerie orange glow. We parked the truck near a cluster of twisted juniper trees, the only things breaking the flat emptiness for miles. As we were setting up camp, laughing, unloading coolers, I noticed something strange hanging from one of the oldest trees. It was a small bundle, sticks tied together with strips of dried leather decorated with faded feathers and what looked like tiny bones. It swayed gently in the breeze, even though the air felt completely still. Alex walked over curious. Probably some old Native American thing, he said, or a hiker's good luck charm. He reached up, plucked it off the branch, and, without thinking, tossed it deep into the bushes. The moment it left the tree, I felt it, this cold shiver down my spine, like someone had just walked over my grave. I told myself it was nothing, just the desert. Just tired from the drive. But I was wrong. That first night was quiet, too quiet. We sat around the campfire drinking beer, talking about life. But every now and then we'd both go silent, listening. There was this faint sound in the distance, like whispering, too far away to make out words, but close enough to feel wrong. We blamed the wind, except there was no wind. The flames didn't even flicker. We went to bed around midnight. Primera la in my tent, staring at the canvas ceiling, and I couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching us. The second night was worse. We were sitting by the fire again when we heard it clearly for the first time. A voice. My voice. Calling Alex's name. Alex. It came from out in the darkness, maybe 100 yards away. Soft but unmistakable. Exactly like me. Alex. Frosse. David, did you just call me? I shook my head. No, that wasn't me. We grabbed flashlights, shone them into the desert. Nothing. Just sand and shadows. We laughed it off, said it must have been an echo or something. But we both knew it wasn't. On the third night, it got personal. I was in my tent half asleep when I heard Alex outside, clear as day. David, come out here. You've gotta see this. It sounded exactly like him, excited, urgent. I sat up, heart pounding. I unzipped the tent, stepped outside. The campfire was dying, and Alex was still in his tent, fast asleep. I called his name softly. He woke up, confused. What's wrong? You didn't just call me. He looked at me like I was crazy. No, man. I was out cold. That's when we knew whatever was out there It was learning us. The fourth night, it started using both our voices. I'd hear Alex calling me from the darkness. He'd hear me calling him. We stopped answering. We stayed close to the fire, rifles loaded, barely speaking. Every time one of us heard our own name in the other's voice, we'd just look at each other and shake our head. Then came the worst night. The night we should have left, but didn't. It was past 2 a.m. The fire was almost out. We were sitting back to back, watching the dark in both directions. And then I heard it. Alex's voice, not calling my name this time, screaming, "Italiano, David, help me." It's caught me. It came from deep in the desert. Panicked, terrified, I jumped up, heart exploding in my chest. "Alex," I shouted, but Alex was right behind me. He grabbed my arm. "David." That wasn't me. We stood there frozen, and then it screamed again. My voice. "This time, Alex, run." "Ite, coming." We didn't wait. We ran to the truck, threw what we could inside, and peeled out of there. Dust flying, headlights cutting through the dark. I kept checking the rearview mirror, expecting to see something following us. We drove in silence for hours. Didn't stop until we hit the highway. We never went back for the rest of our gear. Never told anyone the full story. Until now. A few months later, I was hiking alone, stupid I know, in a different part of the desert. And I swear, just for a moment, I heard it again. My own voice, whispering from behind a rock. "David." I didn't look, but I just walked faster. Some places, some things you're not supposed to disturb. That bundle on the tree. It wasn't trash. It wasn't a charm. It was a warning, and we ignored it. So, if you're ever out in the remote desert, and you see something strange hanging from a lonely tree, feather, sticks, leather, leave it. Because once you take it down, the desert remembers your voice, and it doesn't give it back. Thank you for listening. If you want more stories like this, stories that actually happen, subscribe. And whatever you do tonight, don't answer if you hear your own name coming from the dark. Good night.